All right, good morning. Parivrtta Parsvakonasana on a chair. You'll take your sticky mats, like so, fold in half, and place the corner at the front of the chair so it has a neat ending and side. Okay, please do that. Got it? Just flip yours around. Okay, great. The first aspect of Parivrtta Parsvakonasana with the chair is to eliminate, come over here, thank you, is to eliminate the difficulty of balance and to highlight the component of the Parivrtta action. The Parivrtta action is the revolving of the spine. So I start already in the upright position, and when I come down, I exhale and take my bent elbow and my armpit down beside the outside of my knee. So this arm has an important feature. This arm, I press down and I can lift and turn. This pressing of this arm down here, in fact, I'm using almost both arms to stabilize myself so that when I press down, I elongate the bottom side, slightly lift from the thigh, and revolve. Then I lay myself down and I, almost like I'm ratcheting myself lower and lower. So now as I hook here with my arm turned in this position, I then can extend, turn, revolve, and go lower yet. So the goal is to get the back of this armpit chest as close to the floor. So here you'll see I take my fingers to the floor. One could take the hand on the chair. So once you've come in this position here, you'll revolve your head back and lean back. This is something else you can do easily on a chair because the balance is there, is the revolving of the trunk. You see how I'm going to the chair? I come away from the chair and turn. All right? This way, away. Let's do that now. Sit with your right side facing the chair rail. And Kelly, would you put your chair completely on this?
Yes.
Okay, and have your feet completely on the sticky mat. Now, take a smooth inhalation, lift up. On your exhalation, revolve and turn with both hands placed on the chair rail and keep this lift. Okay, so right now as I'm standing, I'm raising my sternum up. You also are raising your sternum up. With each exhalation, revolve deeply at the abdominal area from left to right, but keep the sides of the body parallel. Don't let yourself drop. Don't allow the dropping of the left and the raising of the right. So ascend the left side and slightly descend the right. That can overlift. Now, next exhalation, take the arm with the bent elbow down to the outside of the knee. So you heard my exhalation, I should hear your exhalation. See what happens when you take both hands to the chair, especially the top hand, we know that will help you to press down and to get the turning. The bottom hand somehow helps to promote a elongation of the revolved action. Do you feel that? What the left hand can supply. Now exhale and go lower. Your pressing of the right hand allows you to, as you press, to lift from the left ribs and now elongate and take the right ribs down lower. One thing to take care of, the sticky mat helps somewhat. Your hips should not move. So you keep the left hip rolling in, yep, and the whole left chest away from the ridge of the rail of the chair. Another inhalation and exhale, revolve completely, taking your left arm as low as possible, catch it lower, and now turn with the whole right chest leading up to the ceiling. Right back ribs tucking down, left ribs towards the outside of the left thigh. And lastly, the head has to be in alignment of the tailbone. So bring your head, Kelly, towards the left side. Lean back more, and now roll away from the chair, like I showed you. You have your buttocks are round. There's a rolling action almost to the left hip, and your chair is being pressed with your fingertips or the heel of the hand with your right hand. Now lean back again. As you lean back, you'll open up the left side of the body. Relax your ears. Relax your left ear parallel to the floor. That's how it should be. Come a little bit lower, Peg. Okay. Now come up facing the chair. Inhale, come up. And now exhale, come around to the front position. So that in itself is quite deep. So we have a way more to do. Turn around to side two. Don't move your mats. They're okay this way. Now there was something I noticed, and did you notice when you look down about a forward leg and a backward leg? Okay, so that's going to come up in a few other positions. So make sure that you adjust So what you're doing is you're taking the right groin back and extending the left forward. Okay, so lift up, revolve towards the back of the chair. So you're directly on the buttock bones. Keep that downward movement of the buttock bones, the upward lift of the sides of the body. With the next exhalation, lay the right side down onto the outside of your left leg. Can you glance at the knees? You can also glance at, when you look at the knees, are they rolling too much this way towards the right, which will cause your hips to also shift accordingly. The chair is very symmetrical, you are symmetrical, you do not have any trouble with balance, and you can highlight the Parivrtta action, which is the revolving of the back body. So the back body, let's initiate by the pressing of your top hand, the left ribs rolling towards the ceiling side. Continue the right ribs rolling away from the left and coming underneath. Now, another inhalation, elongate the bottom ribs and exhale. Can you send the arms slightly lower down the outside of your knee? The flat of your hand that presses on the chair should make the top body flat. Don't make it round, extend. So the way you use your hands on the chair is to take the sides of the body, elongate evenly, and then the Parivrtta is the spinal action. Action is Kriya. So there's a Kriya, Parivrtta Kriya in the back body. The Pavanmukta Kriya is the turning of the abdomen. The abdominal region has to be unwound, the right side to the left. Go low down with the armpit chest. Another breath in and exhale. You've got the arms stretched. Take the ear parallel to the floor and then bring your head in alignment of the tailbone. Smooth inhalation, smooth exhalation. Now, move the left hip, right hip back. The whole right knee is tucked forward. Can you adjust that? And inhale, come up facing the chair. Unwind yourself and stand up, please. Okay. Now to go to your right side first, we'll keep the chairs the same way, but you just turn yourself around. Now you just were at this side, correct? But now you're not revolving to the chair back, you're revolving away from the chair back. So in this coming forward, the second application of Parivrtta Parsvakonasana is becoming closer to the final pose. The final pose requires one to push their hand on the thigh and exhale sharply, and the knees can move over to come down. The exhalation is, as you press the hand onto the thigh, is to carry from the back thigh crease all the way around to this crease. These two creases have to elongate and come low. So once I'm here, I can adjust the legs. The final pose only has one knee. You don't have to match them. But there will be another pose later, Parivrtta, that you have to match the knees. So you may as well match the legs. Extend the leg that's sinking back and push the backward leg if it's coming forward. So now I can use my hand on my own thigh and get familiar with this hand pressing down like you're pressing on the chair. So I continue to come around myself, but this time the feature is to hook onto the back of the chair. So now I can continue coming low down and elongate both sides of the trunk. So as I take my head back, I make sure this hip is not swinging out. I tuck it in. Now to your right side, second time, Parivrtta Parsvakonasana. All right? Adjust the level position of your knees. Turn on exhalation to your right with your right hand on your right thigh, and exhale, take the left arm down. No hesitation. You've already prepared. Now pause, look down at the knees. There is a discrepancy. There is sort of a duality in the legs, and you are striving, even though the final pose has only one bent knee, let's make this position your final pose. Match the knees. What you have to do back in the groin area to retract one and protract another to be level. Now, utilize the right hand pressing on the thigh. Utilize the going down with the left arm. Now the bent elbow works. Once again, bend your left elbow here, Kelly, and exhale, hook it down. So when you can hook it, and you see how automatically you want to take the right hand to the thigh to push it away. As you come down and extend the arms straight, you may utilize the fingertips on the floor or against the chair rail. The knees come against the arm to revolve underneath the left side. Keep the right hips away from me. That is a piece of the pose that we can identify now and adjust. The right hip should be tucked in and moving towards the back chair rail. Lower the ear, take a smooth inhalation, this bottom ear. On an exhalation, bring the top arm behind you and catch the chair. Now the elbow, I would suggest that you bend the elbow slightly. You see how it loosens things. If he's straight, it's maybe more stiff. You bend the elbow, you'll be able to rotate the shoulder. Does it help, Amy? Mm-hmm. Okay. So now, the Parivrtta is the whole Paschima back side of you. Right ribs, revolve to the left. Next exhalation, revolve the front body, the Parsvakonasana Kriya, the whole left ribs around to the right. This is the front side of you now. Let's say the abdomen. Let me say the Parsvakonasana Kriya is the left abdomen turning to the right side. Another inhalation. Come back more, Kelly. And now come up, facing this right side, and then back to the front of the knees. All right, so they're similar, but they're different, right? How you sit in the chair. Please turn to side 2. Okay, you're turning to your left. Adjust the legs, the sticky mats, keeping the hips compact. One second. Why not be with the group? Say again? Yeah, the feet are to slightly apart. I mean, you feel how the chairs make you roll. So you have to descend this outside of the left hip into that sticky mat. Okay, we're ready to begin. Lift yourself up. So from the pubis to the sternum, there's a high lift. On exhalation now, press your hand on the thigh and come low. Now first look at your legs and how you have to adjust the forward leg. Adjust the left thigh from the groin to the knee, extend forward, but keep the left hip tucked in. Now exhale and go lower. I use the word ratchet, where you sort of, in levels, you're going down, but you may have to lift up the underside of you, the undercoat, the under part of you is an important part of your poses. That undercoat, as Prashant has called it, is now the whole right abdomen, right ribs, right chest, making its action to turn. That's the Parsvakonasana, the abdominal region turning. So once you have satisfied and felt a firm, secure pressure of the outside of your shoulder and arm coming way down low to the knee, and you can hold it there. Fingertips taking to the floor or hold the rail, the bottom leg. Now, bring the top hand behind you. With an exhalation, do it. Then once you have, and so it's the fixation that we're striving to do, not worrying about balance. I know the knees have come slightly forward, but at this point now, exhale and release the right ear down. The ear reflects the neck, reflects the whole spine that's revolving on the side. So the right ribs under, left ribs coming toward the top. Head back, lean back, roll back. Okay. And now, let loose the top arm, and you'll come up slightly facing this left and come back to the front position. And pause a moment here. Okay, any questions? You feel revolving of the abdomen and the spine. Both places are important features of the position. Now the final action of extending an arm. Come watch. I'm just flipping this around so that it's even. That's all I've done here. Parivrtta Parsvakonasana. Final pose with an extended back leg, but still the use of our friendly chair. But observe how I come into the position. I come around from the side with my right leg. I'm going to revolve to the right side towards this chair rail. I make the step. Now I'm securing myself with the bottom hand and the top hand, and I lean forward. From this point, I can extend fully back with the back leg and maintain a level position of the pelvic region. I can now descend. If I am a tall person and I'm feeling not enough height, I could take a second sticky mat. So this is where we begin. So I'll focus now and talk to you here. I'll give you information about this front portion of the leg. Everything's the same from earlier. How we utilize the top arm on the chair, how you utilize the bottom arm to get the hook. So once the hand comes down and you maintain it, you feel when it's secure. You keep the leg against the arm. The arm, now you see I come from the side and push against the leg. That will secure this inward take of the abdominal region. Now I have to roll myself and extend the arm. This myself meaning I'm revolving the whole right side up towards the ceiling and bringing my head backward. Here's the final extension of the top arm to the back leg. Okay? Now, there's something about the back leg that I'd like to show you. And I'd like to show you with my right foot back there. So once again, this is leaning forward. I'm never actually in an upright position, and I come down to the Parsvakonasana, or rather the Virabhadrasana 1 position. In the revolving action here, the back heel may tend to come up, may almost float if you don't pay enough attention to it. What I'd like you to do is to bend the knee, catch the big toe, and extend. Now you're not going to look at it, okay? You'll already be in this position. You'll bend the knee, catch the big toe, and extend towards the outer heel. So come over here. So from this calf to the outside of the foot, my thigh is rolling forward, but from this head of the calf to the outside of the foot, I extend. So I don't just let my heel follow the calf. I strive to get the outer foot, outer heel away from the head of the calf. You see the extension of the leg? It's not halfway, it's fully extended. So once I come to the final position, from the back leg extension, as I take my hand by the ear and reach forward, I allow this lowering of the arm to keep the trunk low profile. These ribs low, but they've already got the revolving action. Okay? You'll exit like so, with the knees in front and stand. Slightly different exit from how you entered. So come to your chair, get your sticky mat at the corner. Okay. Step in front with your right leg. Your left foot's by the side. Do you need a higher one, Kelly?
Just in case.
Yeah, I mean you can switch because that white one's so thin. But this is switch. Freeze. Kelly's switching. Okay, I think that's better for you. Okay, so the front calf is close to the chair. This is supporting you. As you lean forward and take your left hand onto the rim of the chair seat, immediately extend back through the back leg. So now the trunk is reaching down, is going down. Exhale and turn yourself across. Now come back up a moment just so you can see me. Use your hand here. Take the hand here at the thigh, at the abdomen, and push the left side to the right. Now exhale and go lower down with the bent elbow. The hand on the chair would be normally on your thigh, but it's up slightly higher. So that may help you to get a lift up of the bottom left ribs to get them underneath you so the top right ribs have a place to go. So the goal is to now get the left ribs to revolve, keep the hips action firmly tucked in from the outside of the hip. And now, before you take the hand into position, before you take the arm overhead, extend down with the left arm. Can you cut the back of the armpit against the outside of your right knee? And now cut the right knee against the armpit. Be firm on the left arm. Now the back leg, slightly bend the knee. Turn sideways, catch the big toe side of the foot. And once you catch the big toe side of the foot, from the head of the calf, move the heel down. From the head of the calf, go outside head of the calf to the outside of the left heel, descend. But revolve the portion of the left thigh from the inner groin around to the hip. So the upper leg and the lower leg are going in two directions. Can you come back more this way, Kelly? This way. Extend the leg in two directions. So the ball point, how you hinge in the back ball point, and strive to take the outside of the foot closer and closer to the floor. Now take the top hand to the ear and extend it. So you'll feel as you extend the arm close to the ear that the arm has a chance to, okay, Amy? Mm-hmm. The arm has a chance to stay low, keep the right side of the body low, as you exhale and deepen the position. Come back behind your ear with the right arm. Left ribs underneath, right arm overhead. Right hip elongate away from this right arm extension. Another inhalation and exhale. Come up. Step forward with the back knee. Okay, and stand for side 2. Okay, are you feeling like a final pose?
Yes.
Like you're achieving some?
Much deeper.
Okay, so just bring it forward here. And just flip this around. And so now you're going to be stepping with your left leg in front, right leg in back. Right leg, left leg in front, the right leg is in back. Use your hands on the rail and the seat and go down. So we're eliminating some of the classic entry of the pose. Yes, that's true. But we're striving to maximize the extension of the back leg and the Parivrtta action of the trunk. Now, the next exhalation, hook the top arm, the back of the right armpit low down. Now, if you need to take your top hand to your abdomen and revolve it, the right abdomen to the left, you have a chance to do that. You can even let loose the back leg to do so. So utilize your left hand on your thigh or utilize your left hand on the chair. But make sure that once you have gone low down with the right side body, the left side is lifting up and turning, revolving. Keep the head down low, the ear down low. Adjust the back leg. There can be a slight bend of the knee to catch the foot sideways. You are striving to get the foot at a diagonal. Yes, from the ball point to keeping the right ball point firmly pressed on the floor. Now from the head of the right calf, come down to the outside of the heel. Meanwhile, from the inside of your right thigh roll. Head back, Lucy. Head back. Yeah, this way. Now take the top hand to the hip, the top hand to the ear and extend it. And revolve. So here, even with double hip replacement, you're completely secure and you're able to get this turning, Brucey. Get more of this lift, more of this sternum chest turning around, yet keep the hips firmly compact. From the outside, tuck in. Lean back more, Peg. Another inhalation and exhale, unwind from the position. Okay. Bring the leg forward.